US to its sworn enemy Iran, where President Hassan Rouhani on Sunday presented to the country's parliament what he called a budget of resistance against crippling sanctions imposed by the United States of America. Will Rouhani's gamble work? Our next report finds out. Take a look.
We have just sanctioned the Iranian National Bank.
U.S. sanctions have had a crippling effect on Iran's economy.
It's going to be...
But President Hassan Rouhani remains defiant.
Next year, similar to the current year, our budget is a budget of resistance and perseverance against sanctions. This budget announces to the world that despite sanctions, we will manage the country, especially in terms of oil.
Rouhani is confident that despite sanctions, the Iranians will manage the country, especially in terms of oil. Rouhani told Parliament that the $36 billion budget was devised to help Iran's people overcome difficulty. The budget for the financial year will start in late March 2020. The budget announcement comes after fuel price hikes, which were imposed in mid-November, triggered deadly demonstrations across the Islamic Republic. At midnight on 15th November 2019, the Iranian government announced that it would increase the price of fuel. It sparked protests across the country. According to Amnesty International, more than 200 protesters were killed. US President Donald Trump began imposing punitive measures in May 2018. This after he unilaterally withdrew from an accord that gave Iran relief from sanctions in return for limits on its nuclear program. The International Monetary Fund has forecast that Iran's economy will contract by 9.5% this year. The US sanctions imposed last year include an embargo on the oil sector, whose sales Washington aims to reduce to zero in a campaign of maximum pressure. Iran has suffered a sharp economic downturn, with a plummeting currency sending inflation skyrocketing and driving up import prices. In his speech, Rouhani announced a 15% increase for public sector wages. Will it satisfy the protesters? The jury is still out on that one. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.